I hope all of you can see the screen. Correct, guys? Now,
Yes, sir.
the question was to identify the functional group and the number of carbons and hydrogens in each of these structures. So the first one structure here, we have a functional group that is OH. So this will be all. And then we have a number of carbon atoms. So these carbon atoms, the red ones, are going to be CH3. Red ones are what? CH3. Okay. And then we have this green one and this other green one. Both of these are going to be CH. Okay. The green ones are CH here. Is it clear? Yes or no, please tell me. All of you have identified these only. Correct, right? And the B structure again, I have first of all, so let me write the functional group in a different color so that it will be better. Yeah. So here we have a double bond O. So this is going to be a ketone, and the name for this is right. And if I talk about the number of carbons and hydrogens, then again these red carbons are going to be CH3, and then this green carbon is going to be CH. Similarly, this green carbon is also going to be CH. Now there is another carbon atom, which is this blue carbon atom, that is only carbon. It does not have any hydrogen because it already has 4 bonds that you can see. There are visible 4 bonds here. How to calculate the number of hydrogens? Very easy. 4 minus number of visible bonds that a carbon atom is making. So for example, if you look at this red carbon atom is making only 1 bond. So 4 minus 1 will be equal to 3. That is why it is CH3. Now, similarly, in the next structure also, we have this OH, which is going to be all. And then the carbon atoms is going to be CH3, 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 CH3. And then I have a few CH. This is the CH, this is the CH, right? And yeah, then we have a carbon atom, this blue carbon atom, it is only CH, not, it is only carbon atom without any hydrogens. Then we have one more carbon atom. What color should I pick for this? I think black would be fine. This is CH2. The red is still CH3. Green is still CH. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts, then you are going to ask me. Otherwise, I will move on further. Now, next structure is the structure, which is having NH2. So NH2 is a functional group whose name is amine. We write amine for it. And here we have 2 carbon atoms. One is CH3 and the other one is CH2. This is CH2 and this is CH3. Now, in the next carbon atom, again, we have all functional groups. Now, in this carbon atom, let us look at the number of carbons. Here we have CH3, 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 CH3. See, identification of CH3s are very important because when we start naming the compounds, then in that case, you have to start with a carbon atom that is at the end. So CH3s आपको लिखना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है सबसे पहले तो. Next, we have some CH2. So this is a CH2, I think, only one CH2, and the rest of them are. This is CH, this is also CH, and this is also CH. This is CH3, the black one is CH2, and the green one is CH. Then we have the F structure. Okay, now F is going to be a bit confusing for many of you guys. So that is why I will first of all look at the number of carbon atoms and their respective hydrogens. This carbon is CH3. Then we have this carbon as CH2, this carbon as CH2. And in the chat, all of you guys are going to tell me how many carbon is this, how many hydrogen is this carbon having? This carbon is having how many hydrogens? Please tell me guys. In the chat, please. In the Zoom chat, which is to Salim. How many hydrogen does this carbon have? So हमने arrow लगाया. Which is attached with an arrow. How many hydrogen does this one have? Yes, Shavi is very good, correct. Waiting for others. Priya, I think you are not in class and not getting any response from you, Priya.
Yes, sir. I think there is only one bond.
Yes. Can you please write in the chat how many hydrogens all of you guys? Deborah, Mariam Fatun, Tari, Rabia. Yes, Rabia, very good, correct. It's very good. So this is having one hydrogen, right? Yeah, you're also right that this is going to have only one hydrogen atom. If this is having one hydrogen atom, that means it is CH. And here we have CH and it is a doubly bonded carbon atom to oxygen. So this group is going to be there's going to be a aldehyde, right? Al. It may seem like what is this group, but you have to identify how many carbon, how many hydrogen is present. In the G structure, if I look, then we have the ketone ONE. And if I talk about the number of carbon atoms, then I have 2 CH3. And then I have 2 CH2 carbon. Now let's look at the G structure. Okay. The G structure, how many of can tell the functional group? Please tell me in the chat. Tell me the functional group in the chat, please. What is the functional group in H structure? Tariq has given answer. Tia has given answer. Fatun has given answer. Waiting for Rabia. Yes, Shavez has given. Okay. Yes, Mariam. Mariam Fatun has given. Shavez has given. Now, okay. So yeah, I understand the problem now. Okay. So see, whenever you see C double bond O, whenever you see C double bond O, always look right and left. Always look right and left. Okay. So if on the right side, if you have hydrogen, then this will be aldehyde. Right? If on the right side you have hydrogen, okay, right or left side, anytime you have hydrogen. If here you have hydrogen, carbon attached to hydrogen, then this will be al. If both the sides you are having carbon atoms, okay, attached with carbon atom, then this is going to be on. If you have NH2, if you have this carbonyl carbon, C double bond O attached to NH2, then you are going to have amine. If you have OR, it is going to be O8. If you have, let us suppose OH, as in this case, then you are going to have oic acid, that is means carboxylic acid. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, those who are having some doubt, I guess. Priya, clear hai? Mohammed Tariq, clear hai? Yes or no? Enough. If it is having hydrogen, then al. If both sides are carbon, then it is going to be O1. If one side is NH2, if one side is OH, enough, and OH and so on. So here we are having a carboxylic acid group. And the name will be oic acid. Okay. And this carbon atom here, it is going to have 0 hydrogens, right? Only carbon atom like this. Now moving on. Let us see here. Now in the I structure, tell me guys, what is the functional group in the I structure? All of you please tell me what is the functional group in the I structure? In the chat, please. What is the functional group in the I structure? No, I'm not getting any answers. Can you please try? Yes, Sal Chavez, correct. Yes, Mariam Fatun, very good, correct. What about others? Pia, Rabia. Yes, Pia, very good, correct. So Madhiya has joined right now. Madhiya, please join in time. Mohammed Tarif and Rabia. Rabia, आपका आंसर नहीं आ रहा, Rabia. Rabia, please answer. Okay, चलिए नहीं मोहम्मद तारिक अभी तो हमने समझाया ना. Oh God, this is here double bond and here you have OH. So what is the functional group, Tarik? Yes, very good. You have to see right and left. सिर्फ सीधा double bond हो देख के ना नहीं देखना. You have to see right and left. So what is the functional group here? Here it is oic acid. And how many carbon atoms? Here we have CH3 carbon. This is also CH3. This carbon in the middle is CH because it is visible 3 bonds. And this carbon atom of carboxylic acid is going to have only carbon. Now, in the J structure, this is NH2. So NH2 is going to have amine. And here we have one CH3 carbon, and the others are CH2. This is CH2, this is CH2, and this is CH2. Okay. Now let us look in the next case, that is K case. Now, what is the functional group in the K case? Tell me, guys. All of you guys in the chat, tell me what is the functional group in the K case? Yes, Tariq, very good, correct. No, Pia, no. Yes, Mariam Khatun, very good, correct. Here we have just gone through this type of structure. Abhi thodi der pehle hi. Count the number of hydrogens and tell me. Count the number of hydrogens and tell me. Javed is correct. Mariam Khatun is correct. Oh no, Mariam Khatun, you are not correct. Mariam Khatun, please देखिए आप. अभी तो किया था ना हमने ये वाला. See here, similar case है ना. F structure देखिए, see the F structure here. This carbon is CH carbon. So this is going to be an aldehyde, not own. नहीं own नहीं होगा. अरे नहीं पिया. ऐसे 5 कार्बन यहाँ 5 हाइड्रोजन में. Priya Krishna, can you please turn your mic on?
Yes, sir.
How many bonds can you see for this carbon atom?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
No.
9.
Wait. This carbon is having 8 bonds. I'm asking about the carbon having how many bonds, not the molecule.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, tell me now. How many bonds in this carbon atom? This carbon atom is making how many bonds?
4 bonds it makes.
4 bonds. Can you see 4 bonds from this carbon atom? Carbon makes 4 bonds, that is fine and clear, but I'm asking how many bonds is this carbon making, the visible number of bonds?
It will be CH, so 2 bonds are up, 1 bond is within the hydrogen, and other bond is this side of the
Yes.
CH.
So this carbon is making a bond with hydrogen, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So see, what I was asking is number of visible bonds. You should have said 3 visible bonds, no? 1 bond, 2 bond, and 3 visible bonds. And the number of hydrogen will be 4 minus 1, that's 1. 4 minus 3, that will be equal to 1. So this carbon atom has 1 hydrogen. Okay, I was asking that. Fine. So you identify that this carbon atom has hydrogen. So what will be the functional group? What will be the functional group? If carbon is attached to hydrogen, if the carbon with double bond is attached with hydrogen, then what is the functional group here? Yes. You got it now? Yes or no, please tell me. Now, number of hydrogens, CH3, and here we have CH carbon atom, here also CH carbon atom, here we have the carbon only, and here we have CH2. Okay. Now, in the first structure, if you see, sorry, in the first, that is L structure, my bad. I was reading this as 1. Okay, so in the L structure, if you see here we have C double bond O, and this oxygen atom is attached with CH3. Correct? This oxygen atom is attached with CH3. So this is an example of ester, right? CH3 is a methyl group, an alkyl group. Methyl is an alkyl group, right? So this is going to be O8. This is going to be O8, and here you have the CH3 carbon atom. Okay. Now, and one more carbon atom is present, which is having 0 hydrogens, which is this carbon atom. Similarly, this structure is also what? O8, right? C double bond O, and oxygen is bonded to any alkyl group. And here we have this black carbon atom, that means CH2, and here we have a red carbon atom, that means CH3. This is also CH3. And then here we have two more CH2. This is CH2 and this is CH2. The blue carbon atom here, it is going to be C, only carbon. Now here also, if you see, this is also OH, right? And you can see the number of carbon atoms. I'm just going to write this down. This is CH3, this is CH2, 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 and CH3. Okay. Now in this NH, you can see that here we have amine, and this is a carbon atom with 3 hydrogens, and this is CH3, and this is CH2. Okay. And the functional group is here going to be nitrogen is present with hydrogen, that is why it is going to be amine. Now, let me just give you guys the list of functional groups that we have written here, so that all of you can write this once again. Some of the students were not present in the last class. Can all of you guys please write? I'm going to give you 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes will be enough to write 9 parts here. Or maybe take 5 minutes. Take your time, write it properly, and also write in an order, okay? Because this is the priority order. First is carboxylic acid, then we have ester, then we have amide, nitrile, aldehyde, ketone, alcohol, amine, and then if there is no, I mean none of the above. Okay, if this is none of the above, then for functional group we write E. And the one in the box, they are important, right? And also, if carboxylic acid is present as a substituent, then we write it as carboxy. If ester is present as a substituent, we write it alkoxycarbonyl, and all of these things. Please write this down. Let me know once you're done, then I will explain it further. This is especially for Deborah and Pia Kister. I think everyone else have written this part. So Deborah and Pia Kister, please let me know once you're done writing.
Done, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you are also done, no? Yes, Priya.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, the method of IUPAC nomenclature that I teach, most of you are familiar with that, is SPUF. That means here we have, first of all, we identify the function group. So you have the function group and we have done some identification also. The next part is, just write one more point here. If two different functional groups are present in a molecule, then the functional group with higher priority will be considered, and the other functional group will be treated as substitute. Okay, it will be treated as substitute. Now, if there are two or more, two or more, if there are more also, then also they're going to treat it. For example, okay. So what are the functional that I have here is we have aldehyde, we have ketone, we have alcohol, and we have NH2, right? Now, and we also have nitrite here, CN, if you can see, right? We have CN. So which is having the highest priority? Tell me, guys. So the following has highest priority.
NH2, sir.
NH2 has highest.
CN.
हाईएस्ट का मतलब होता है प्रिया जो सबसे ऊपर आए ना, हाई का मतलब ऊपर होता है, राइट प्रिया?
Okay, sir.
है
So
ना? तो
it will be
highest
COOH.
CO, no, but is COH present here?
No.
No, na? So which of the following, tell me? It's 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, and 5 carbon here. Yes. Others, please tell me. One request is that 4, 5, 6. Then no, I think CN is going to be the top most, right? देखिए NH2 सबसे नीचे उसके बाद OH, then we have CHO, and CN is in the fourth one, right? So CN is going to be what in your function group. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys.
Yes.
And we are going to use nitrite. And the rest of all of them, this amine will be now amino, this alcohol will be now hydroxy, this ketone will be now oxo, and this aldehyde will also be now oxo. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. बोलो भाई. Clear है सबको? Priya and Deborah, is this clear? Okay. Right, next point. If two or more same functional group are present in a molecule, then the functional group is prefixed by di, tri, tetra, है ना? All of these things. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
So, Deborah, you must have got some recording from Learnivio. Please speak. Deborah and Tia, both of you went. Deborah, can you please recheck your messages? कुछ मिला है आप लोग को YouTube का रिकॉर्डिंग तरह से कुछ? Any link for that? Just see that, okay? Now, if two or more of same functional group are present in the molecule, then we are going to write it by di, tetra, etc. Okay. Now, I will give you an example. For example, if you have something like this. So let us suppose here we have OH, and here we have OH, but here we have C double bond O. So tell me what will be the functional group first of all? What will be the functional group here? Please write in the chat, guys, all of you. Please write in the chat. Chat. Highest priority देखिए मरियम खातून, highest priority देखिए यही गलती कर देता है। हाँ, तो फिर क्या होगा? हाँ, तारीफ करेक्ट, मरियम खातून अपना आंसर करेक्ट करें। Tia also correct your answer. Look at the highest priority functional group. Yes, Mariam Khatun correct, Chavez correct, very good. Tia, Deborah, I'm not getting any answers from you. Ravi, I'm not getting any answers from you. Madiha, I'm also not getting any answers from you. Why is that? Madiha, Rabia, please answer, guys. Deborah, आपका आंसर नहीं आया। Deborah, समझ में आ रहा नहीं आ रहा? Deborah, are you able to? Oh no, yeah. Which carbon is having COOH? Tell me. Which carbon is having?
Sir,
One
but
carbon,
O
two
is
carbon.
also there, OH is also there.
So which is having highest priority? Tell ना. Is there C double bond OH? ऐसा कुछ है क्या? कहीं पे देखिए। C double bond and directly bonded to OH. ऐसा नहीं है। Tell me, Tia, do you have anything like this?
No, it's not there, sir.
ठीक है, तो आप देखिए फिर what are the different? ये प्रैक्टिस बहुत जरूरी है आप लोग के लिए, ठीक है ना? प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट दिस प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Deborah, what about you? No answers from you, Deborah. What happened? राबिया, नहीं, गलत है आपका आंसर. प्लीज देखिए फिर से. एक एक कार्बन में देखिए, ठीक है? अब आप लोग थोड़ा सा स्लो कर लें अपने स्पीड को. Does this first carbon have any functional group? I want to answer yes or no. Please tell me, guys. Mic on रखें सब पे, please. Deborah, Tia, Madiha, Mariam, Rabia, Shavid, all of you turn your mic on. बाकी लोग माइक ऑन करें ना प्लीज जल्दी. टाइम क्यों बर्बाद करते हैं मेरा आप लोग? माइक ऑन करने में कितना टाइम लगता है? माइक ऑन रखें. आई नीड एन आंसर, यस और नो. ओके, यस और नो के अलावा कुछ आंसर मत कीजिएगा. टेल मी, फर्स्ट कार्बन में इज देयर एनी फंक्शनल ग्रुप ऑन द फर्स्ट कार्बन एटम? कैन यू सी?
No, sir. No.
Is there any functional group in the second carbon atom?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is this? This is OL, correct? Alcohol, correct again? Yes or no, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Third, in the third carbon, do we have any functional group?
Yes, sir.
What functional group is present?
CO.
CO is present, right? So CO के लिए क्या लिखते हैं बताइए? देखिए राबिया का आवाज नहीं आ रही है ना? Deborah, you are also not answering. मदिया, माइक ऑफ कर लिया.
O.
क्या लिखते
CO
हैं?
has the more priority. O.
हाँ, ओन लिखते हैं, है ना? और फिर यहाँ पे आपके पास OH है, इसको ऑल लिखते हैं. बट विच इज हैविंग हायर प्रायोरिटी, ऑल या ओन?
All. On.
राइट, ओन. तो फंक्शनल ग्रुप क्या हो जाएगा? ओन हो जाएगा, ठीक है? फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज गोइंग टू बी ओन ओनली. नाउ सिंस OH is not a functional group, we are not going to treat it as functional group. It is not my functional group, right? ON is my functional group. अब ये हमने एग्जांपल समझ दिया है, बट बिकॉज इफ यू कीप टू ग्रुप्स ना OH OH, तो देख कभी लोग परेशान हो जाते हैं कि कहीं ये फंक्शनल ग्रुप ना हो जाए. दैट डजंट मैटर. अब हम आपको एग्जांपल देते हैं अबाउट द पॉइंट दैट आई हैव रिटन. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू हैव समथिंग लाइक दिस, What is the functional group here? Tell me guys. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा फंक्शनल ग्रुप बताएं? बाकी लोग पिया, किशकर, मदीहा, मरियम,
Own,
खातून, tell
sir.
me. ओन
Own.
होगा यहाँ पे. But how many owns do we have here?
Diown.
हाँ, तो क्या हो जाएगा? डाइन हो जाएगा. I think this is clear for everyone. डाइन. But again, if I ask, we are writing dione. What we are writing? We are writing dione. But functional group क्या है? Please remember the functional group is own only. Okay, O-N-E. Die is just telling me the number of times this is present. Okay, chalo. So this is clear about functional group. Now write next point, that is unsaturation. Please write this with me. Deborah, are you there? What happened? Deborah, am I audible? Deborah is not in class. Hello.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, आपने मैसेज देखा? आपको मिला था मैसेज?
No, sir. There is nothing in my WhatsApp.
फिर भी देखिए, आप देखिए कोई लिंक आया हो शायद.
No, sir. Nothing is there.
YouTube. Nothing is there. So
I only
you get
got
the link,
today's link, sir.
and before that, you must have got on Thursday or Friday.
No, sir. Yesterday I got today's link.
Yesterday you got today's link, and then before that, nothing is there.
No, sir.
देख लीजिए एक बार फिर से, वरना हम टीम को बोलेंगे ना. And generally what happens that students are generally wrong. ठीक से देखते नहीं है. Does your mom or dad also get any messages? ऐसे तो आपको ही आता है.
Yes, sir.
तो लिखा ठीक है, ऑन द टीम. बट फिर जानते हैं क्या होता है जनरली? वो स्क्रीनशॉट भेज देते हैं, देखिए सर हमने तो भेजा है बच्चों को. ठीक है, चलिए अनसैचुरेशन देखते हैं. व्हाट इज अनसैचुरेशन? It tells about presence of double bond and triple bond. So if double bond is present, then double bond is represented by En. Okay, only En. If triple bond is present, then we represent it as Yn. If both double bond and triple bond are present, then we represent it as En, Yn. Now a link came.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, if double bond and triple bond both are present, then we write it as En, Yn. If there is no double or triple bond, then we call it as En. Okay. Now, it tells about the presence of double bond and triple bond between carbon atoms. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो डेबोरा सी, आई थिंक आपके यहाँ से 3 नंबर से लर्नियो पे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आता है, ठीक है ना? तो उस वजह से उन्होंने किसी एक पे तो भेज दिया था, बाकी 2 पे उन्होंने नहीं भेजा होगा. अब उन्होंने तीनों को भेज दिया, ठीक है, तो मे बी आपके मदर के पास या फिर आपके फादर के पास वो लिंक आया होगा। ओके डेबोरा, and whatever you prefer, Deborah, if you prefer the links and everything on your number, then you please message Learnivio that please communicate on this number only. Okay, Deborah, फिर वो एक नंबर को सेव कर लेंगे, that will be easier for them also. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Fine. So double bond आपको कैसा दिखेगा? For example, double bond may be seen as, if I talk about CH2, double bond CH2, ये एक double bond हो गया, है ना? Similarly, you can have double bond like this. You can have double bond like this. You can have double bond in a cyclic structure also, like this, right? Now, triple bond के examples अगर हम बात करें, triple bond can be CH, triple bond CH. In a long chain structure, you can have something like this, triple bond, है ना? But इसमें तो कभी भी आपके पास triple bond नहीं आ पाएगा, ठीक है? You will not get triple bond here. Yeah, you will not get triple bond here. Okay. There can be a triple bond here, but it is going to be very unstable. A triple bond is cyclic structures में नहीं होता because triple bond will not have any angle. Triple bond is present, that means it is sp carbon atom, and sp carbon atom is what? Sp carbon atom is linear in structure, right? So linear होगा तो फिर ये ring कभी बन नहीं पाएगा, ring के लिए आपको कोई ना कोई angle चाहिए होगा. And for example of double bond and triple bond both are present, then you can have something like this. Here you have a triple bond, here you have a double bond. और अगर examples आपके पास कुछ complex examples आ जाएंगे, so you can have double bond here and आपके पास triple bond यहाँ पे है, ठीक है? So these are all the examples. Single bond examples you have seen many while. Single bond example could be 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. Like this, there will be only single bonds without any presence of double bond. You can also have groups here attached. Don't worry about that. OH can be attached here, right? You can have C double bond O here. You can have, let us suppose, what? You can have NH2 here. And in the same carbon atom, you can have OH. Okay, so all of these things are possible. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. Bolia, please. Everything clear? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
We are going to do some problems. उससे पहले एक बस छोटा सा note लिखने हैं आपको. Everything should be written in your note because when you are going to read it, if once whenever you have doubt, whenever you have to remind, then उसमें सब कुछ समझ में आना चाहिए आपको, right? So please write. If double bond or triple bond are present more than once, then En and Yn are prefixed by di, tri, tetra, etc. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys, all of you. ठीक है, अब सबसे पहले एग्जांपल कुछ करते हैं. All of you are going to write in the chat what is the unsaturation here. Write in the chat what is the unsaturation here. This is first structure, second structure, and third structure. All of you guys, please tell me in the chat what is the 1, 2, 3. अच्छा ठीक है, राबिया ने एक आंसर किया है. राबिया चलिए ठीक है. राबिया आप लिख रही हैं या नहीं लिख रही हैं आप? Are you writing the points? Yes or no? Tell me. Rabia,
Yes, sir.
are you writing these points?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Others, please answer now. Priya, Madiha, Mariam, what will be the unsaturation? En, Yn, or An? 1, 2, 3 में बताएं. अरे, what happened, guys? So much time you are taking. Why you guys are taking so much time? Okay, Tari. What about others? Tia, Deborah, Madiha. Okay, Mariam Khatun. शावेज आंसर करें प्लीज. EN या AN क्या होगा? आप लोग सभी को ही देखें प्लीज एक्सेप्ट शावेज. ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस आर रॉन्ग. Please reread this statement. It tells about the presence of double bond and triple bond between what?
Carbon atoms.
Carbon atoms. So is the double bond between carbon atoms here? यहाँ पे किसके बीच में है double bond? Double bond is between carbon and
oxygen.
तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? यहाँ पे EN आएगा. बताएं. EN आएगा या
No.
नहीं आएगा? नहीं आएगा. क्या यहाँ पे EN आएगा? Will there be EN here? No, na?
No.
Similarly, will we have YN here? No. So here we don't have any double bond or triple bond between carbon atoms. So for all of these cases, the unsaturation, if I talk about, the unsaturation is going to be AN, and AN. Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. Mariam Khatun, Shaviz has said क्या है? Madiha, Tia, and Tariq. Is it clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. डेबोरा आपको समझ में? डेबोरा आपके आंसर्स नहीं आ रहे. Why, डेबोरा? Yes, just a second, Tia. Deborah, why you are not giving any answers?
Sir, before I write in chat, you're going for the next one.
अच्छा, you don't make the structure ना. हम जैसे स्ट्रक्चर स्क्रीन में बनाए, आप स्क्रीन से ही तो बता सकते हैं ना. You can tell from the screen itself it is going to be AN, YN or EN, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then you can write, है ना? Okay. So Priya, can you please tell your mic on?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the statement here? It tells about the presence of.
It tells about the presence of double bond and triple bond between carbon atoms.
So the double bond will be between which atoms? Carbon atoms only, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So in this structure, the double bond is between which atoms?
Carbon and oxygen.
Okay. So we will not consider this double bond, right? Is there any double bond between carbon atoms only in the first structure?
Okay. So
is
it's
there
all
any-
attached with other atoms. Okay, sir. Understood.
So one thing, whenever you are, now you can go a bit slowly. Huh? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. You will see whether there is double bond between 1 and 2. No. 2 and 3, no. 3 and 4, no. Similarly, here also 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. Is there any double bond between them? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there any double bond between these carbon atoms? No. So it is going to be AN. Got it? No double bond
Okay,
or
sir.
triple bond. Yes. Okay, fine.
Yes.
So
sir.
now all of you are going to write some other questions and then write the answers in the chat itself. Okay. Also remember, when you have two double bonds, then you are going to write di-en. Okay, दूसरा से लिखिएगा di-en. Sixth one. And that also the 10th structure. So waiting for your answer. I will give you like 5 more minutes. And I'm very humble request for all of you guys, please try to be on time. Don't even make 5 minutes late or 1 minute late or 2 minutes late. Try to be on time, the exact time. I usually wait for 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes से ज़्यादा wait करना, it's not good for a 1 hour class, right? So please try to be on time. Raja, you have to similarly write now whether it is En, Yn, what is the unsaturation in all of these questions. Let me tell me one so that I can do one for you guys. एक आप बता दीजिए इनमें से कौन सा करते हैं हम. I will do one for you guys. Tell me.
7th.
7th वाला करना है. चलिए ठीक है 7th वाला कर देते हैं. So first of all, you will see here we have double bond. Yes, we have double bond. How many double bonds do we have here? We have 2 double bonds. So 2 double bonds will be di-En, and then we have a triple bond here, so it is going to be Yn. So di-En and Yn is only one, so it is going to be only once. Okay, Madhiha. देखते हैं आप क्या
Sir,
है.
I can write like di-En, comma 1 wine like that.
No.
Because
You
only
write it.
di-En Yn means there are 2 double bonds and 2 triple bonds, right?
No. Di-En, Yn will mean there are 2 double bonds and there are 2 triple bonds. Okay, because just remember that we are not done with the numbering right now. Okay, so we are going to put numbers in between here, no? है ना, जब वाइन आएगा तो वाइन के बारे में बताना पड़ेगा ना. The numbering will here start from this carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will now be exactly if I speak, it will be 1,4 di-En and there will be 6 Yn. इस तरह से it will be. Okay, so वो separate हो जाएगा. Clear है? Priya, yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Okay.
तो अभी तो इसको di-En Yn ही रहने देते हैं. ठीक है. So you have to see whether we have double bond. अगर double bond है तो कितने double bond है ना? And then you write di-En, and if there is a triple bond, then you write Yn. पहले double bond, then triple bond. Priya Kishkar, En नहीं लिखना है आपको. You have to just write En and Yn. Okay. Very good. Correct. I understand that थोड़ा baggage है आप लोगों के साथ. 10th standard से आप लोगों ने पढ़ना चालू कर दिया रहता nomenclature. In that 10th standard also we have done similar way En, Yne and so on. But भूल जाइए थोड़ा सा उन सब चीजों को. Okay. Shaviz, correct. Yes, Priya Kishkar, very good. Correct. 8, 9, 10 are easy और बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ hard है नहीं. Yes, very good. 7th one is correct. डेबोरा, आपके तो आंसर्स ही नहीं आ रहे. डेबोरा को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है ना. डेबोरा आपकी सबसे ऊपर से जा रहा है.
I'm writing, sir.
अच्छा, लिख रहे हैं आप. लिखिए सर. 9th का सही है आई थिंक. 8th भी सही है आपका. पिया. 10th का क्या होगा पिया? वेरी गुड पिया. यस, वेरी गुड शावेज. करेक्ट है आपका भी. किसने आंसर कर दिया है? मदिया ने भी किया है. वेरी गुड मदिया. करेक्ट है सारा. तारीफ En, di-En, 7, di-En. Very good. Rabia, En, di-En. There should be no dash in between, Rabia. Okay. Just to tell you, I understand that maybe you have done this for separation of things, but in actual nomenclature, there will be no dash in between. Okay. So En, di-En, E9, 6 one is, then we have di-En, di-En, En. Very good. Deborah का आंसर नहीं आया बस. Deborah, please answer quickly. Madiha Irfan has also not answered. Madiha Irfan. नहीं, Madiha Irfan ने कर दिया. My bad. Sorry. मदिहा ने सबसे पहले ही किया था, हमको लगता है. हाँ, सबसे पहले ही किया. Deborah, please send me whatever you have done, Deborah. मरियम खातून का आंसर आ गया. मरियम खातून, आपका भी आंसर नहीं आया. व्हाट हैपेंड मरियम? आपने चैट में भेजा क्या? अच्छा, आपको चैट में भेजा लगता है.
सर मैंने सबसे पहले भेज दिया था।
अच्छा, सॉरी नहीं, हम जूम चैट में ढूंढ रहे थे मैम पे. वेरी ठीक. डेबोरा, आपका आंसर नहीं आया अभी तक. Deborah, did you send the answer? No. Deborah, please send me whatever you have done now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Deborah, you have to send it to Salim. Please don't take so much time. आप फोर्थ का आंसर भेज दीजिए. फोर्थ का, फिफ्थ का जो किया है आपने, इतना टाइम लगा रहे हैं.
Sir, I'm sending you on WhatsApp.
They have sent me on WhatsApp. You will send me on WhatsApp. Send me please, जल्दी भेजिएगा. मेरा नंबर कहाँ है आपके पास? Do you have my number? Deborah, प्लीज टेक माई नंबर. अरे भाई जल्दी भेजिए, ये टाइम वेस्ट हमको बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता है. 10 मिनट हो गया है. आई एम सेइंग कि आप एक आंसर भेज दीजिए. डेबोरा, आप एक आंसर भी नहीं भेज रहे हैं. आप चैट में लिख देना EN है, YN है, क्या है, नहीं है. उसमें तो इतना टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए. सेंड दी आंसर इन जूम चैट. देखो जल्दी भेजें. इस तरह को गुस्सा आता है इससे बहुत ज्यादा. When someone takes so much of time to send the answer for me. और डेबोरा, आप हमें क्यों गुस्सा दिलाना चाहिए? आप आंसर ही नहीं भेज रहे हैं. डेबोरा, am I not audible? अजब हाल है भाई बच्चों का. चलिए हटाइए. डेबोरा, व्हाट हैपेंड? कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी व्हाट हैपेंड? एनीथिंग? आप ऐसे माइक ऑफ करके बैठ गए चुपचाप बिल्कुल.
Yes, sir. In chat, I cannot send it, sir. So,
अरे भाई तो अब ये तो बोलिएगा ना सर, चैट में हम नहीं भेज पाएंगे. बताइए 4 वाले का आंसर क्या है, बताइए क्या लिखा है आपने. कीप योर माइक ऑन डेबोरा, प्लीज कीप योर माइक ऑन. जल्दी करें यार, टाइम वेस्ट ना करें. यस डेबोरा, टेल मी व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर द फोर्थ वन. फिर माइक ऑफ है आपका. अरे आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है बोल दीजिए सर. अभी हम नहीं किए हैं, अभी हम नहीं कर सकते हैं सर. अभी हम माइक ऑन. कुछ बोलना नहीं, चुपचाप बैठ के. नेक्स्ट पार्ट गाइस, पेरेंट चेन. देखिए पेरेंट चेन ध्यान से समझिएगा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, no, in parent chain what happens, you're going to identify the parent chain only after the identification of functional group and unsaturation. Before the identification of functional group and unsaturation, you are not going to identify the parent chain because उसमें गलती होगी सर. ठीक है, सबको याद रहेगा. पहला पॉइंट लिख लें. Parent chain is identified only after the identification of functional group and unsaturation. Functional group and unsaturation. Okay. Now, next point is very important. Parent chain आप जैसे भी सेलेक्ट कर रहे हैं should contain number one functional group. Highest priority should be given to the functional group if any. If there is a functional group in your compound, in your molecule, then the parent chain should contain the functional group. Okay. Second, if there is any double bond, then it should also contain that double bond. Third is triple bond. And fourth is if you have the functional group, उसके बाद double bond की तरफ जाएंगे, उसके बाद फिर triple bond की तरफ जाएंगे, है ना? And then you are going to go towards the longest carbon chain. Last priority किसका होता है? Longest carbon chain is the last priority. Okay. Longest carbon chain. Now, for example, I will put up a particular molecule. Just have some patience with me. इस एक मॉलिक्यूल से आपको इंशाल्लाह सब कुछ समझ में आ जाना चाहिए. Okay, please see. First of all, identify the functional group. What is the functional group here? Functional group is OH, that means it is all. What is the unsaturation? Tell me, guys.
Double
What is the unsaturation? We have here double bond as well as triple bond.
Double bond.
Right? Na? Double bond and triple bond both are present, so it is going to be E9. Correct, guys? Just please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you have to get a mean chain such that it should contain the functional group. So we will start with the carbon atom which is having functional group. यहाँ से start किया हमने. I went upwards, है ना? हम जब ऊपर गए तो right और left आपके पास दो option मिले. Even though right side में you have 3 carbons, and the left side you have 2 carbon atoms, but still we are going to go towards the left carbon atom because इसमें आगे जाके double bond मिलेगा. अब यहाँ पे आए, so you can see here you have 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. लेकिन इधर you are going to go this side because there is a double bond. और फिर यहाँ पे गए, अब देखिएगा, if you go above you will get 3 carbon atoms, but if you go in the right way you are going to get only 2 carbon atoms, but वहाँ पे double bond है. That is why you are going to go towards this carbon atom. Sorry, the triple bonded carbon atom. Okay. Even though अगर हम blue वाला path लेते तो I would have got more carbon atoms, correct? But still I am going in which way? I am going towards the triple bonded way. Is that clear? Yes, someone please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here you have parent, and in parent you have 9 carbons. So for 9 carbons, what is the word? The word is non. And the word क्या है? Non. ठीक है, हम आपको छोटे examples कुछ और दे देते हैं. For example, if you have something like this. Okay. Now let us suppose अगर आप लोग अभी 11th ये मेथड आपको नहीं पता होता तो फिर आप पेरेंट कार्बन कौन सा चूज करते हैं? लॉन्गेस्ट कार्बन चेन ये वाला. Blue wala correct guys? Yes or no, please tell me. But the actual parent chain is which one? This red one, which contains the OH group. This carbon which is having OH group, that should be present in the parent chain. Okay, so this is wrong. ये वाला जो है आपका, this is wrong, and this is correct. ठीक है. Now let us look at one more example. 1 2 3 4 5 हो गया आपके पास, and let us suppose here you have OH, and here you have a double bond. Now still आपको लग रहा है चलिए ठीक है, फंक्शनल ग्रुप तो ठीक है, यहाँ से स्टार्ट करते हैं, इस तरह से लेके जाते हैं बॉन्ड को, है ना. बट दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग, दिस इज नॉट करेक्ट. द करेक्ट ऑर्डर विल बी it should contain the functional group as well as the double bond, है ना. This is going to be a parent carbon chain, again 4 carbon atoms. Is this clear? ऐसे मुझे चलिए सबको क्लियर है? हाँ यार,
Yes, sir.
समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir. Yes.
मदीहा, तारीफ, all of you guys, है ना. Now, right, next point. If the parent chain is cyclic, then it is prefixed by cyclic, है ना. For example, this is going to be your parent carbon chain, this ring, because इसी में क्या फंक्शनल ग्रुप है, इसी में क्या है आपके पास, इसी में आपके पास डबल बॉन्ड भी है. So now parent is going to be what? Functional group हो गया. All on saturation is En. Parent will be 6 carbon atom, that means hex, but we'll write cyclohex because it is cyclic. Clear guys? All of you, yes or no, please tell me. आया ना बताएं?
Yes.
Correct. सही है ना. चलिए, I will give you now. Please write this down. If you are not, I will give you a list जिसमें आप लोग you can easily identify. अगर 3 कार्बन है तो क्या बोलना है ना, 4 कार्बन है क्या बोलना है, उसके लिए एक लिस्ट दे दीजिए प्लीज आप लोग. सब लिख लेंगे हाँ या ना बताएं. नंबर ऑफ कार्बन आइटम्स एंड पेरेंट, है ना. 2 आपके पास यहाँ पे, 1 के लिए मैं 2f, 3 prop, 4 ब्यूट, 5 पेंट, 6 hex, 7 hep, 8 oct, नॉन डेक, 11 अनडेक, 2 डेक, ट्राइडेक, टेट्राडेक, है ना, पेंटाडेक एंड सो ऑन. 10 के लिए हो जाएगा आईकॉस, देन इट विल बी नहीं आएगा, इतना आपको जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. चलिए प्लीज राइट दिस डाउन, लेट मी नो व्हाट यू डन. इतना करके प्लीज बताइएगा, इस इस मॉलिक्यूल में व्हाट विल बी दी पेरेंट कार्बन चेन, कितने कार्बन से पेरेंट कार्बन चेन क्या चीज करेंगे आप? ओके राबिया, वेटिंग फॉर अदर्स टू आंसर। ओके मदिहा, वेरी गुड। अब थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है, ऐसा पिक्सल नहीं, मदिहा एंड राबिया की आईयूपैट नॉर्मल केस में जो 11th में कभी कभी गलतियां होती थी, वो क्यों होती थी?
यस सर।
है ना? ठीक है, यस वेरी गुड, बहुत बढ़िया मरियम खातून। लेकिन आपने 2 से क्यों स्टार्ट किया है? स्टार्ट विथ 1 ना मरियम खातून,
Yes, sir.
यू शुड स्टार्ट विथ 1 2 1। अच्छा, अरे बाप रे मरियम खातून, आपने तो क्या ऐसा बिगनर मिस्टेक कर दिया बिल्कुल।
हाँ, sorry, sir. Yes, my God.
हाँ ठीक कीजिए, ठीक कीजिए। बाकी लोगों ने कर लिया हाँ या ना? चलिए हम आपके लिए थोड़ा सा और आसान कर देते हैं, जिन लोगों ने नहीं किया अभी तक। आई विल गिव यू 3 ऑप्शंस हियर, है ना? 3 ऑप्शंस देते हैं इसके लिए, आप लोग बताइए कौन सा सही है। चलिए विच वन इज करेक्ट, ए बी और सी, विच इज द पेरेंट? देखिए तारीफ ने गलती कर दी, तारीफ करूं, तारीफ ने गलती कर दी। तारीफ ने, विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट, ए बी और सी? हाँ वो तारीफ हमको समझ में आ गया, मिस्टेक आपका, आपने एक डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बन एटम को ले लिया ना, दोनों डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बन एटम शुड बी प्रेजेंट, ओके, द कंप्लीट डबल बॉन्ड शुड बी प्रेजेंट इन द पेरेंट कार्बन चेन। तो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन हियर? शावेज, आपका आंसर नहीं आ रहा, शावेज, शावेज नहीं है क्या? शावेज चले जाते कभी कभी इस टाइम में नमाज पढ़ने की, शायद नमाज पढ़ने जल्दी नमाज पढ़ लेता होगा, बता नहीं जाता लेकिन। ठीक है, तो ए विल बी द करेक्ट ऑप्शन ना। We'll start this carbon atom, then this carbon atom, then this carbon atom, and this carbon atom. ना 1 2 3 and 4। अच्छा भाई साहब, मरीम आपने सही कर लिया है या ना?
Yes, sir.
है ना, ये कार्बन एटम नहीं करते थे नेक्स्ट। ठीक है, चलिए अब आप लोग कर लेंगे, आई होप ऑल। अच्छा इसमें ए जब लिखा ना तो आपने ऐसे लिखेगा, ब्यूट लिखेगा फिर, है ना, क्योंकि 5 कार्बन सॉरी 4 कार्बन के लिए क्या ऑप्शन है, ब्यूट ऑप्शन है। ठीक है, सो दिस इज गोइंग टू हैव पेरेंट की जगह क्या लिख देंगे, ब्यूट लिखेंगे। ओके, if I write all the 3 things तो क्या क्या लिख सकते हैं हम यहाँ पे बताइए? फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज अमीन, unsaturation is En, and parent is bute। बात समझ में आ गई हाँ या ना, जल्दी बताएं। Is this clear? Yes or no? Please tell me guys।
यस
अरे
सर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। चलिए हम आपको कुछ होमवर्क दे देते हैं। स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा, अभी मत कुछ कीजिए, आराम से इनका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा आपको।
Sir, can you scroll up?
एक सेकंड, कौन है स्कूल अप करने बोलता है? चाबीज आप है? साथी हो गया। और है, रुकी जरा, जरा फ्यू मोर नहीं है क्या? अच्छा चलिए, इतना ही है। इतना ही आपको लगेगा कि काफी होगा। Let me just number it, then I will pull up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 structures. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit and please take a screenshot, guys. आप लोग को write functional group, unsaturation, and parent for following. ना पिया नहीं, पेंट नहीं होगा पहले वाले का। देखिए पहले वाला आपको बता दें, सी व्हाट इज द प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट, इट शुड कंटेन द फंक्शनल ग्रुप, इफ नॉट देन द डबल बॉन्ड, इफ नॉट देन द ट्रिपल बॉन्ड, इफ नॉट देन द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स ना। आप स्टार्ट कर लीजिए किसी, देखिए टर्मिनल कार्बन से फिर आप स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर, या फिर 3 से स्टार्ट 1 2 3 4 5 6 हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो इसका ध्यान रखें, है ना। प्रायोरिटी ऑर्डर में मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स भी आता है। ठीक है, टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट, आई गिव यू 5 सेकंड्स, 5 4 3 2 1 and 0. I hope you guys have taken a screenshot. जी, who was telling me to scroll up? Who was telling me to scroll up? Please turn your mic on. Who was telling me to scroll up? Who was asking to scroll up? अच्छा, no one was asking to scroll up. चलिए, that's it for today, guys, है ना। कल इन्हीं सवाल को फिर हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे। प्लीज सेंड योर आंसर्स टुडे इटसेल्फ, है ना, या तो कल मॉर्निंग में भेज दीजिएगा। बट विल हैव अगेन अ क्लास टुमारो सेम टाइम, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू मूव टुवर्ड्स व्हाटएवर इज रिमेनिंग, है ना। देखिए कुछ रिमेनिंग पार्ट बच गया था नेमिंग में, है ना। We have identified the function group, unsaturation, and parent, and whatever remains after that is known as the substituent. Substituent बच गया, we will talk about substituent in the next class. चलिए।